President Joyce, the candidates for graduation, and the faculty have assembled.
Thank you, Chief Marshal Belton Hammond. It is with great pleasure that I now call to order the Brevard College commencement exercises. You may be seated. Good afternoon and best wishes on this very special occasion. I am David Joyce, and I have the great honor and distinction to be called president of this wonderful college, Brevard College. It is my honor also to welcome graduates, their families, friends, along with our staff and faculty members, college trustees, and special guests to this most important day in the 168th year in the history of this college. Ours is a very rich heritage at this institution, and we gather today in the spirit of celebration and profound pride for both individuals and our academic community. We come here this afternoon to salute the outstanding achievements of the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. These classes have made their mark on our college in so many very important ways. In the course of our ceremony this afternoon, a few graduates will receive special recognition, either as award recipients or as honor graduates. Yet the most significant recognition that any of them receive today is the Brevard College Diploma itself, for it signifies a level of education that the vast majority of people in the world, and even in this country, may never have the opportunity to obtain. All who march across this stage today deserve our congratulations for reaching this very important milestone in their lives. Each of you becomes an esteemed graduate of Brevard College, and we will proudly claim you as a Brevard College alumnus or alumna. Brevard College is a very special place because of the amazing and inspired people who live, work, teach, study, and play here. A Brevard College education is grounded on a firm tradition of service and empowering graduates not only to think, but be inspired to action, to make a difference in the world. You are amazing graduates because you care about our larger community. This graduating class demonstrated this by providing over 12,000 hours of community service over their 4-year span from 2018 to this day today in 2021. Our graduating class represents a range of cultures, countries, religions, and socioeconomic backgrounds. The flags behind you give you an idea of just the students, these graduates, the countries they represent today. This brings great diversity to this campus and to our community. These graduates have distinguished themselves in the classroom, on the stage, and on the playing field. So here at the beginning of our time together this morning, on behalf of everyone at Brevard College, we salute our graduates. We thank their friends and their family for their support, and we welcome each and every one of you to this celebration. To begin the ceremony, I call Senior Cody Ingram, President of the Christ Club, to offer the invocation. Following Cody's invocation, our board chair, Mrs. Barbara Hulsey, class of 1975, and current chair of the College Board of Trustees, will bring greeting from the trustees. Cody?
Hey, everybody. I'm going to pray for you, so if you'd all bow your heads, please. What's up, God? I'd like to thank you for bringing us together today to celebrate Brevard College seniors taking the next step into the next chapter of our lives. As we look back on our time here, we thank you for new and lifelong friendships made here. Thank you for professors that have challenged, inspired, and have gone the extra mile to make sure every student succeeds. Thank you for the amazing staff you have here, from the CAF staff to Tornado Alley to maintenance. Thank you for all the opportunities Brevard College has given us. Thank you for experiential hands-on learning for most of our time here at least. Thank you for opportunities to socialize, hang out with one another, whether it's Creek Week, having a cookout in front of Jones, or even the yearly talent show in Ingram Auditorium. Lord, thank you especially for all the family support we have all been given to this point in our lives, whether it's financial, emotional, encouragement, or even if it's just being there. Lord, I would just like to thank you for being you, by knowing and calling us each by name and being with us every step of the way, whether it's a bad situation or a time to rejoice. Father, this is my prayer for my graduating class. I understand that this is a time to enter a very big world of opportunities and the unknown. That this time that most of us will start real adulting. Most of us will be starting families, starting a full-time job, going to graduate school, or exploring opportunities the world has to offer. Lord, I pray that you would intercede in each and every one of these graduates' lives at this very moment, and then for the rest of their lives. I pray they would feel your spirit, your peace, and your presence with them, and they would be overcome by your never-ending, non-ceasing love. I pray you will continue to intercede, guide, direct, and be a part of every decision they make, to every relationship experience, to every breath we take. Father God, Adonai, we love you for who you are in us and in the world. In the name of the King who left his throne for a cause, we love you, Lord. Amen.
Good afternoon. As President Joyce said, my name is Barbara Hulsey, and I'm chairman of the Board of Trustees of Brevard College, and it's an honor to be here today. I'm also an alum who just a short 46 years ago also graduated from Brevard College. But I'm not the only alum here today. If anyone in the audience graduated from Brevard, please stand up and be recognized. Seniors, welcome to our club. Coming back to campus reminds me of the good old days, when Brevard was a two-year school, when Jones Residence Hall was female only, and the doors were securely locked at night to keep us safe, when email was an envelope and a stamp, when my cell phone was the public payphone at the end of the hall. And texting, it was a chalkboard that hung on the back of my door where friends left messages. You faced a new normal this past year with grace and kindness, and with masks and hand washing and testing and quarantine and that ever popular social distancing. But one thing that has remained constant through the years is the dedicated faculty and staff who've strived to meet and exceed our mission, that Brevard College is committed to an experiential liberal arts education that encourages personal growth and inspires artistic and social action. They have given you the tools to be successful with whatever comes your way. So when you get a chance, thank them and stay in touch. This wind is not cooperating today. And don't get so busy that you forget your college. Visit Brevard when you can. Attend alumni events in your area. And when you're able, please pay it forward. Give to Brevard College and help another student. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Brevard College, I congratulate each of you receiving your diploma today and wish you all the best. Take care, be safe, and enjoy your day. Thank you.
All graduates deserve our honor and recognition today, but it is appropriate and traditional for us to recognize a few outstanding members of each graduating class who have especially distinguished themselves through academic excellence, campus leadership, and commitment to the betterment of our campus and the larger world. At this time, it is my distinct honor to recognize several members of the class of 2021 for their distinguished achievements. President Joyce will assist with the presentations. The Presidential Award for Scholarship is given each year to the graduating senior with at least 62 hours of coursework at Brevard College, with the highest academic rank based on the cumulative grade point average for all coursework completed. This year's awardee has completed all of their coursework with a GPA of 4.0 as a biology major. I am pleased to announce the 2021 Presidential Award for Scholarship from Snow Camp, North Carolina, Solomon Sterling Turner. Solomon, please come forward. The C. Edward and Brona N. Roy Good Citizenship Award is presented annually to the graduate who best exhibits a record of moral character, citizenship, leadership, and a positive influence on the campus. The faculty this year found many worthy candidates for this award, but ultimately chose one graduate who has clearly made her mark on our campus. This year's recipient is a biology major who has contributed in significant ways across campus while posting a final cumulative GPA of 3.709. In light of these many achievements and her broader contributions to the campus, by a vote of the faculty, this year's recipient of the C. Edward and Brona N. Roy Good Citizenship Award is a student from Belmont, North Carolina, Brittany Alicia Franks. Brittany, please come forward. It is our tradition also to award each year at commencement the Presidential Award for Distinction in order to recognize a graduate whose record here is especially remarkable for outstanding leadership, service, and academic achievement. This year, the faculty has voted a worthy recipient of this recognition, someone who has been extremely active as a campus leader and will leave here having made an indelible mark on our campus. This year's Presidential Award for Distinction is a music and theater major from Columbia, South Carolina, Kenik Echoberger. Kenik, please come forward. A round of applause for the award winners. And now for the Exemplary Teacher Award. The purpose of the Brevard College Exemplary Teacher Award is to recognize excellence in teaching, civility and concern for students and colleagues, commitment to value-centered education, and outstanding service to students, the institution, and the community. Each year, this award is given to an outstanding non-tenured faculty member who represents all of these qualities. The 2020 recipient joins a distinguished group of exemplary Brevard College teachers. At this time, I would like to recognize all the past recipients of this award that are still members of the Brevard College faculty. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until everyone's name has been called so that we may recognize all of you as a group. Margaret Brown, Jennifer Frick Rupert, Jennifer Caskey, Betsy Burrows, Cameron Austin, Kyle Lusk, Catherine Gresham, Robert Dye, Catherine Rasmussen, Megan Kaiser, John Buford, Andrea Bacanfuso, and Sarah Mavidi, who won the award this morning at the first ceremony. We continue the tradition of recognizing the recipient of this prestigious award and giving them the opportunity and the honor of addressing the graduating class. Since the 2020 recipient was only able to do a virtual speech last year, we decided to let him speak at one of the graduating ceremonies this year. The 2020 recipient's teaching evaluations are stellar, whether for upper level or introductory courses. Traditionally, introductory chemistry, organic chemistry, and biochemistry are difficult courses, and often other colleges use these courses to weed out students. Here at Brevard College, however, the recipient has transformed these courses into highly desirable ones with high levels of student success. One of the reasons that he is so successful in teaching is because of his commitment toward continual improvement and professional development, as evidenced by his participation in many important faculty development opportunities aimed at improving student success in his classes, such as the Gateway to Completion Conference, the LAMP Sakai Conference, as well as other teaching webinars and certification programs. In addition to his commitment to improve his teaching, this year's recipient has published 2 recent articles in peer-reviewed journals, a rarity for a new faculty to accomplish given the requirements of teaching at Brevard College. Finally, his service to the college is even more impressive. As many advisees can attest, his service as program coordinator and his thoughtful evaluation of the health science major has improved the student experience in the major. He also applied for and received a grant from the Pittsburgh Conference to purchase chemistry equipment that improved the student laboratory experience. As a science hygiene officer, he has worked extensively to improve the chemical inventory in the college's labs, purchasing and labeling lab chemicals, and endlessly identifying and organizing decades of stored chemicals and disposing of them appropriately. He also wrote the chemical hygiene plan for the whole college. In addition, he serves the greater Brevard community with his work with El Centro, the Transylvania Rainbow Alliance, and the Democracy Project. In doing all of this year's recipient exudes a sense of boundless energy and empathy for others and pure joy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2020 Brevard College Exemplary Teacher Award recipient, Dr. Arnan Biavo.
Thank you so much, Dean Sheffield, and congratulations, graduating class of 2021. You made it. I am so grateful for this award. It is an honor to work with such a talented group of faculty, staff, and students that makes our Brevard College so unique. Following Dr. Movidi's speech from earlier this morning, living and working in Brevard was certainly not something I planned. I remember, however, growing up in a small town in Argentina and feeling inspired by stories about other cultures and places that I would hear from my teachers. I am pretty sure that's where my passion for traveling began. I used to dream about one day being just like one of my teachers, helping the students get the knowledge and the skills that they need for a job, but also inspire them to find their own aspiration in life. However, I never imagined that my dream will involve living in another country and speaking in a foreign language. So make sure that in your dreams there is room for the unexpected. The road that brought me to this day was not easy. I am the son of farmers and factory workers, and the first one in my family to attend college, like many of you probably. My path has taken me from Argentina to France, then Germany, before landing here in the United States. I am also not the first one in my family that decided to become an immigrant. Like many of you, I am the descendant of a family who left their homes searching for a better life. In my case, my grandparents escaped war and dictatorship in Italy to start a new life in Argentina. But when I compare my experience to that of my grandparents, I realize that even though we both left our homes with the same hopes and dreams, I found many more opportunities along the way, making my journey as an immigrant much easier. Looking back, I realized that the big difference between my grandparents and me was not hard work, but rather the ability to find and create opportunities for myself, which was possible only thanks to my education. Education was the key that opened many doors for me in 4 different countries. So today, it is a dream come true to be an educator at Brevard College, teaching chemistry with a different approach, and hopefully inspiring my students to become citizens of the world and creators of opportunities, rather than living copies of a chemistry textbook. So, when you live today, remember that the combination between hard work, dreams, and education can transform your life, just like it did with mine. So keep searching for your dreams and use your liberal arts education wisely. It is a key that you will carry forever in your pocket to unlock any door that you might find along the way. Before I go, or I blow away for this wind, I would like to thank all the special people who have shared this journey with me. I would like to dedicate this award to my father, who passed away last year. I know he will be very proud. To my family and friends back in Argentina and around the world, I am so lucky to have so many of you. To my partner in our American family for helping me discover new opportunities here in my new home. Thanks to all my wonderful colleagues, because I could not be here today without your support. And finally, thanks to all of you, my students at Brevard College. You have given me the most incredible opportunity of all, even when you were surprised to hear my accent on the first day of class. You have taught me that it doesn't matter where you come from, we can always learn from each other. Now, let's move into the future with optimism, dreaming of a better world, creating more opportunities for ourselves and for the people around us. Together, we can build a world where everybody has a chance. Thank you so much.
I will now ask Caitlin Cloud Morton, 2021 Student Government President, to join us on stage to introduce our senior class speaker.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the commencement ceremony and celebration of the class of 2020 and 2021. Today I have the honor of introducing two wonderful individuals who have impacted my life and the lives of students on Brevard College campus. Each year, Brevard College presents two students with the opportunity to speak at commencement. Before I introduce those students, I would first like to address my fellow graduates. Seniors, as our time as college students comes to an end, I ask that you take a moment to think about the ones who played an important role in your journey. Please, at this time, turn to your guests, your professors, and the ones who were always there for you throughout this journey, and say thank you. Now to introduce the speakers. Our second commencement speaker is Kenik Echoberger, who is a music and theater double major. Our first commencement speaker was Rebecca Rojas, who spoke at the last ceremony. From the first day of freshman year, Kenik was a huge ball of energy that continuously exploded with ideas. A day one natural-born leader who simply decided they wanted to impact campus dramatically and has done just that. Being a part of both the music and theater programs, I am sure majority of us have had the opportunity of being sucked in by his stage presence. From laughs and orchestration to tears and theory, to almost getting thrown out of windows by Dr. Lee every class, to the support we shared in every performance. This person is truly special, and I am so glad to be able to call them a friend. To someone I've had the pleasure of sharing so many memories with, it is truly an honor to introduce Kenik Echoberger.
Ooh, it's windy. Okay. Thank you so much, Kat, for your wonderful remarks. Good afternoon, parents, friends, faculty, staff, and of course, the class of 2020 and 2021. Yes, we did it. Yeah, clap it up. My name is Kenik Echoberger, and I am honored to stand before you today. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not sure how I was going to present this speech today. I didn't know if I wanted to sing, although we've come to the end of the road. I wasn't sure. Or if I wanted to perform Hamlet's famous soliloquy, to be or not to be, that is the question. In the end, I decided to do neither and instead prepare a speech from the heart. Who could imagine that social distancing and wearing face coverings would be the new normal, especially at your college graduation? But we have learned to persevere in spite of the new norm, which brings me to my topic for today. Albert Einstein once said, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow." I would venture to say that 2020 has taught us to learn while living and hope for better days ahead. By definition, hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Reflecting back over the last 4 years at Brevard College, I think it is safe to say that we all had hope in our hearts, hope in our present, and hope for the future. The year 2020 and the first 4+ months of 2021 has taught us a lot. We had to learn how to thrive during uncertain times, which was a challenge within itself. I salute you for the sacrifices made, for our essential workers doing what they do every day on the front line, for our educational institutions finding ways to make a somewhat normal educational and college experience, for students bending but never breaking, and for you, our families, who have supported us every step of the way. We thank you. Brevard College is that place of hope, and the very desire we set out to accomplish was created here. We met a lot of people along the way. We lost a son, a brother, a friend, Sweezy. But we never lost hope. My mom lives by quotes and once told me to say what you want until you see what you say. And I believe we did just that. We wanted to be successful. We wanted to make our families proud. We wanted to finish the race we started. Therefore, we said what we wanted, and today we see what we said. Today we see the results of our dedication. Today we see the fulfillment of our accomplishments. Today our paths will begin to diverge, and for many of us, it is unclear where our paths will lead next. Wherever our paths lead, they started right here at 1 Brevard College Drive. So here's to your future, 2020 and 2021 graduates. And wherever your path may take you, love like Sweezy. If you have your band on right now, raise it in the air and say it with me. Love like Sweezy. And remember, don't forget to bring along hope. Congratulations and thank you.
At this point, we're getting ready to award the degrees. As many of you, all of you know in some sense, and many of you know better than most, this is a special year, not only for the pandemic and how we survived it, but we're going to honor every student that comes to Brevard College leaves a special mark. A special piece of our heart is grown because of what you have done and what you have done for us and what we hope we have done for you. One student whose chair is empty, but his picture and his robe is there, should be graduating today. That is Rakeem Sweezy. Kenik talked about Rakeem. He left a very important part of our heart. And we want to honor him today. And we'll start by a moment of silence in honor of our long-lost colleague. Thank you very much. We would like to honor Sweezy by inviting members of his family to come and receive a certificate of honor that says that Sweezy will always be a part of the BC family. Rakeem Sweezy's brothers, Rashawn and Rashawn and Waquan. Sorry about that, guys. Would you please come up and accept this certificate? I'd like to invite his brothers, Rakim's brothers, to say a few things.
My name is Raekwon Sweezy. This is Rayshawn. Beyonce once said, "I want to leave my footprints on the sands of time." And that was my brother's favorite quote. Not only did he love it, he lived by it. As most of y'all, all of y'all know Sweezy, he left a lasting imprint on Brevard College. But furthermore, with his short 20 years of life, he left an impact on everybody he met, on so many people. And his legacy does nothing but inspire me. He taught me confidence. He taught me bravery. He taught me strength. And he taught me how to fight. and I'm forever grateful for him. And I will continue to carry on his legacy. Thank you, Brevard College. Thank you for remembering him. Thank you for honoring him. And congratulations, grads, and good luck with your life. And I wish all of you the best. Thank you so much.
We now come to the part of the morning we have all been waiting for, the hooding ceremony and the actual awarding of the degrees. This year we are combining the two rituals in our ceremony. Our hooding ritual recalls a tradition that dates back to medieval Europe, in which faculty placed the academic hood over the head and around the neck of a student, signifying the student's success in completing an academic program. At Brevard College, the student chooses a faculty or staff member for the honor of hooding them. At Brevard College, the hooding ceremony recognizes the special personal mentoring relationship between students, faculty, and staff that is at the heart of the educational process at Brevard College. President Joyce, please join me now at the podium for the hooding ceremony and the awarding of the degrees. Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of Brevard College, I certify that these students have fulfilled all requirements for graduation and should be awarded their respective degrees, the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Science.
By the authority granted to me by Brevard College Board of Trustees and the state of North Carolina, I hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Science degrees with all appropriate honors, rights, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Marshals, please direct the graduates forward, row by row, to receive their diplomas. Faculty and staff, when I call your name for the hooding ceremony, please come forward and join the student at the base of the stage. As we prepare for the hooding process and distribution of diplomas, let me assure all parents and other photographers that we have a professional photographer who will be taking a close-up photograph of each graduate. These photographs will be available to graduates and their families.
This thing flies out of my hands, you need to catch. This thing flies out of my hands, you need to catch.
Shad Shaquille Blanton, hooded by Kristen Hewitt. Stephen Tyler Hogan, hooded by Kristen Hewitt. Michaela Diane McCoy, hooded by Kristen Hewitt. Emily Marie Alberg, hooded by Sarah Mavidi. Brittany Alicia Franks, hooded by Sarah Mavidi. Magna Cum Laude Honors Program graduate. Cody Dylan Ingram, hooded by Sarah Mavidi. Mackenzie Lautenschlager, hooded by Sarah Mavidi. Magna Cum Laude. Solomon Sterling Turner, hooded by Sarah Mavidi. Summa Cum Laude graduate, Honors Program graduate. Jacob Lawrence Dennis, hooded by Arnan Biavo. Lauren Alexandria Dowell, hooded by Arnan Biavo. Elise Barton Owen, hooded by Arnan Biavo. Rayleigh Lynn Shirey, hooded by Arnan Biavo. Devon George Edge, hooded by Stephen Knott. Tanner Keith Revis, hooded by Stephen Knott. Neil Christopher Tesno, hooded by Stephen Knott. Elizabeth Arona, hooded by Andrea Bacanfuso. Cum laude graduate. Emma Caroline Mayling Godino, hooded by Andrea Bacanfuso. Claire Elise Wiley, hooded by Andrea Bacanfuso, Institute for Women in Leadership graduate. George Dickinson Dowis, hooded by Robert Cabin. Peyton Ann Manis, hooded by Robert Cabin. Nicole Christine Rusden, hooded by Robert Cabin, magna cum laude graduate. Madison Taylor Hogan, hooded by Mike Castellez, magna cum laude graduate, honors program graduate. Jonathan Luke Netherton, hooded by Michael Castellez. Mike. Samantha Moran Seppi, hooded by Mike Castellez. Whoa. Jamia Mills, hooded by Donald Hudson. Deja Renee Riddick, hooded by Donald Hudson. Whoa! Destiny Alexis Williams, hooded by Donald Hudson, summa cum laude graduate. I could put it under here. Give me the script. The script. Okay. Jennifer Rose Cox, hooded by Kyle Lusk. Catherine Elizabeth Jarvis, hooded by Kyle Lusk, magna cum laude graduate. Lillian Lund, hooded by Kyle Lusk, magna cum laude graduate. Aya Faith Andanovska, hooded by Josh Wilkie. Magna Cum Laude graduate, Honors Program graduate. Gabriel Christian Covington, hooded by Josh Wilkie. Madison Nicole Ramsey, hooded by Josh Wilkie. Chance Dean Holbrooks, hooded by Mary Bringle. Jordan Casey Hawk, hooded by Margaret Brown, cum laude. Allison Brooke Rogers, hooded by Margaret Brown, magna cum laude, honors program, and Institute for Women in Leadership graduate. Ruby Ann Nicole Eli, hooded by Catherine Gresham. Kenik Tyrese Echoberger, hooded by Catherine Gresham and Joe Hernandez, magna cum laude. Claudia Dahlman, hooded by Joe Hernandez. Samuel Rogers Hip, hooded by Jordan Cook. Shante Hazel Wilkes Jr., hooded by Jordan Cook. Bo Douglas Sheely, hooded by Gina Rakovich. Silas Walker Sitton, hooded by Gina Rakovich. Corey Deja Peoples, hooded by Cindy Bryson. Hannah Grace Arnsman, hooded by John Buford, summa cum laude graduate. Courtney Suzanne Parrish, hooded by Betsy Burrows. Nia Danielle Davis, hooded by Lisa Boucher, Institute for Women in Leadership graduate. Michaela Giselle Lemon, hooded by Robert Dye. Marissa Joelle Henson, hooded by Melissa Henson. Elizabeth Grace Kelly, hooded by Marie Jones. Lucas Samuel Gomez, hooded by Jennifer Kapsky, magna cum laude, honors program graduate. Xavier Enrique Maraduena, hooded by Juan Mascaro Jr. Bryce Christian Foster, hooded by Mike Mareshi. Margaret Olivia Carell, hooded by John Paget, magna cum laude graduate. Alexis Kai Henley, hooded by John Paget. Brittany Lachey Ward, hooded by Eric Peterson. Caitlin Zanea Cloud Morton, hooded by Nicole Potts. Institute for Women in Leadership graduate. Kathleen Margaret Bigelow Post, hooded by Vance Reese, cum laude graduate. Caroline Bradley Adams, hooded by Megan Shiner. and Sydney Ann Wyndham, hooded by Brittany Seaman, summa cum laude graduate. You want to do the flipping of the tassel first and then do that? Okay.
Well, as our graduates make their way back to their seats, it's been a beautiful day. It's not raining, the sun's not too hot, and the wind's blowing hard. But we're not called the NATO nation for nothing. At this time, I ask the graduates to move your tassels from the right to the left. It's officials. You are graduates. And I remember when I sat where you sat a few years ago, the first thought that came to my mind, and they can't take it away. Congratulations. Now, class of 2021, and those of you from 2020 that are here, it is time for you to head off to your new careers, your new lives, as you will be refashioning yourselves and preparing yourself for the future. We trust that you will leave Brevard College a better version of yourself because of your time that was here was well spent. This college gave place to you and the chance to experience new disciplines, to develop the confidence that you will need for the rest of your lives, to build lifelong friendships with faculty, staff, and fellow students. Again, friendships that will last a lifetime. Brevard College taught you the meaning of service, to have confidence in your decisions, to stand firm in your convictions. You have learned how to persevere through a pandemic like no other generation in the last 100 years. However, the most important skill that you have learned is exactly that. You learn how to learn. Your education does not begin here or end here. It is continuing to discover your moral duty. It's not something you do to simply advance in life, but it is your duty because it's only through continuous learning that we can add to the vast knowledge of humankind. Our lives will only accelerate as the world continues to change around us. You will have to learn to grow, adapt, and adopt. Brevard College forever will be your alma mater, which, since we don't teach Latin, I'll tell you what it means. Foster mother, other mother. Please do not forget your other mother. Visit her often. Share your accomplishments. Follow her on social media. She nurtured you for the past 4 or 5 years. She will always care deeply for you. We ask that you remain engaged with her so you can continue to nurture future generations like you. You will forever be part of the Brevard College family. Your foster mother is very proud of you. Finally, it is our hope that you have learned the importance of meaning in your life. We pray that you have developed the ability to discern an opportunity and act on it if it's the right thing for you and it's the right thing to do in general. Learn something new every day. And please, live life to the fullest. All of us at Brevard College will miss you, and we trust that you will miss us as well. We are grateful to have shared these precious years with you. You've left something on our heart, and we hope we left something on yours. And I pray to you that God bless you in all your endeavors. Congratulations.
Following our singing of the college hymn and benediction, I would like to ask that all guests remain standing in your immediate seating area until all faculty and graduates have recessed. Please refrain from interrupting the recessional line to offer congratulations until the graduates have completed their final walk through the faculty. Now please stand and join in the singing of the college hymn found in the program. We will be led by graduates Sydney Wyndham and Kenik Echoberger, whom I ask now to come forward. After the hymn, President Joyce will offer the benediction to be followed by the recessional.
Guarded well by mountains, enshrined in every heart, our beloved alma mater, true and fair thou art. To the friendships that we cherish, to the memories that cling, to Brevard, our alma mater, let us sing. Let the mountains that surround us ring with voices with our song, and the valleys fill with echoes of our song.
Please remain standing for the benediction. Normally, the benediction is given by our college minister, Sherrod Kreisman. However, he's on deployment and could not be with us. But he sent us a benediction and asked me to read it for you. Spirit of abundance, God of grace, Mother of hope, we walk away from this space as graduates of Brevard College. Thank you for the roads we have traveled, the connections we have made, and the opportunity to celebrate this moment. As we leave this space, may we strive towards excellence in all that we do. May we celebrate, remember, and uplift all those around us. May our voices rise to pronounce peace and justice to the world. May we find bliss in future endeavors and adventures. May our achievements grow and enrich our communities. May we do what truly makes us come alive. May we not limit ourselves, but dare to believe all things are possible. And may we find beauty in the mystery of the next steps of life, careers, and relationships. Now help us to go forth courageously. And it is in your name we pray. Amen.